Shalom. This is Samat. Give my all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shemi Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there pushing His word and truth and sincerity. Putting your videos up throughout the week, feeding the sheep. Alright, now I'm coming with a video going into the idols, man, because I've been seeing this idolatry shit going on far too long, man. And we already got a history with this idolatry worship, man. So it's coming to a point where our people don't even have a clue or a glimpse of what's going on, man. They're just blindly following after the ways of the heathen, man. They're following and seeking after these other people's gods, wherein you following all these different religions, different doctrines, Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, dealing with the zodiacs, man, all type of shit, man. You got Jake out here bowing down to bulls and shit, man. It's crazy out here. Jake is in all these different philosophies, whereas they have no understanding, man, of the truth. You know, they don't have the true knowledge that was given to us brothers, you know, that woke up to it, being an Israelite, man. They weren't given that, you know. And it's a blessing to receive this. Now, I'm going to go right to the law first. Let's bring out the law, man. Because the law is still in effect. The law is not done away with, for we are not under the new covenant yet. And even if we were under the new covenant, the law still wouldn't be done away with. That's the point that Christians don't understand. Even in the new covenant, we still keep the law. The law never passes away. Now, the consequences of the law do, because at the end of the day, when we get those new bodies into the kingdom, we're going to be sin proof. You know, we're going to have the laws written in our hearts and our inward parts. Another thing Christians don't understand, when you go into the scriptures, it says that they shall no more teach their neighbor or anyone who is the Lord. They all will know him. That's not the case. So therefore, we're not under the new covenant. Anyways, going to the law. Leviticus 26:1. Ye shall make you no idols, nor graven image, neither rear you up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it, for I am Yahweh your God, your power, man. Exactly. So the Lord told us that we should not keep, or we are not to keep these idols, man. We are not to bow down to these idols and serve these other gods, man. Now, when we came out of Egypt, the Lord told us, like, listen, when you go to this land, I want you to destroy it. I want you to cast out their idols. Don't be like these people, man. Destroy it and don't seek their ways. But what did Israel do? Israel went and saw all these things that people were doing and said, oh shit, yo, that's popping. Or they over there dancing around a bull, giving ceremonies, doing this, doing that. Oh, they out here giving wedding rings to their wives, and you know, I'm trying to get down with that. You know, Jake always want to be down with everything else everybody else is down with. But whereas you have your own thing, so why do you want to be down with everyone else is? Jake is crazy, man. And I'm gonna get this. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and 22. Should just have it. Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? How long will you niggas love simplicity, man? We out there every week, videos going out every single day, dozens and dozens of videos every single day, telling you who you are, who your God is, man. All these other nations have to create religion because they don't have a God, whereas you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you have a God, man. You have a God. You have a living power, man, who is Yahweh, man. He is your living, he is your God. He is your power, man. And he's a living power, man. He created the heavens and the earth. These other nations don't have a God, man. They don't have a power. That's why they have to create these religions and these different idols so that they can feel like they have a higher power. They have a higher being, someone to rule over them, huh? Whereas you Israelites, man, y'all don't need that. Y'all got Yahweh, man, who is a perfect, true power, man. Let's go into it. Because these idols, man, they're just stones, man. Sticks, stones, and gold and minerals, man. They don't breathe. They don't hear. They don't have no living life. They don't create anything. They have no power and no might. The only might and power that they have are in the hands of this maker, man. Whatever the maker can do, that's the most that these idols can do. And really, even if even that. All right. Psalms 115. I'm gonna read down. So I'll start at 2. Wherefore should the heathen say, where is now their God? Exactly. So the heathen are saying, yo, where is our God? You know, because they don't have a God. But our God, or our power, is in the heavens. He have done whatsoever he pleased. Exactly. So we have the true living power, which is Yahweh, and created the heavens, the earth, and all things. And he do whatever he pleased, because this is all his creation. We're his creation. Everything you have, everything you see is Yahweh's creation, man. Yahweh created everything, and even through the hands of men. It says their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. Exactly. They're the work of men's hands, man. They're nothing but gold, silver, stone, rock, wood, nothing, man. They don't breathe, don't hear, don't see, don't eat, nothing. They have mouths, but speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. Exactly. So they got ears, eyes, hands, everything, man. Feet, but they don't move, because they're nothing but a stone, a statue, an idol, man. Has no power, no might. It's not living, man. Heathen don't have a God. That's why they have to create a God. They have to create these idols. They have to create these religions, these philosophies, because they need something to cling to. They need something to make them feel like they are important, but they are not. They are just creations of the Heavenly Father, which were created to serve us, man, the Israelites. It says in the scriptures, man. All things. I'm roughly paraphrasing it, but all the heathen are given to Israel's inheritance, man. They shall serve us. Verse 8, it says, they that make them are like unto them, so everyone that is trusted in them. Go down. Yeah, that's the point on that, man. Exactly. So these idols, man, they don't have no breath in them, man. They don't have no life in them. So why you bowing down to the idols and worshiping these different idols, man? You got Jake into this Buddhism shit, man. Jake doesn't have the truth, so they feel like they need to be a part of something, man. Matter of fact, let's get it. Just gonna bring the precepts out. This is Romans 11:7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Exactly. So the election have obtained what we seek for. So Jake is always looking for something, man. We always looking for a purpose. We always looking for true meaning of what we are, who we are, what we need to be about, what we need to live about, what we need to follow. But they have not attained it. They are blinded. That's why they get into all these different religions, philosophies like Islam, Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, God the Mother shit. Bro, Scott, it's so many different things, man. God body, the black woman is God, 5%, all this shit, man. All this nonsense, man. When you have the true word in the scriptures right here, the true scriptures, not Christianity washed down, watered full of shit, man. Where they don't even really get into the scriptures. In Israel, the elect, we obtained it, man. We're hopeful elect, man. We're the hopeful elect, but you know, we believe that we obtained the true doctrine, man. But we go straight by the scriptures, and it all makes sense. Everything lines up, man. So we got faith, and we got that belief that we are of the elect, man. We are of that number. That's what it's about, man. Because it's gonna come a point in time where you're gonna have to turn to these idols, man. But to your God, whatever God you believe and you follow, it is not the God of Israel, man. What are you going to do in that day in your time of distress, man? You going to pray to Jesus? He ain't going to hear you. Mostly because his name ain't Jesus. And second, because 9 times out of 10, you're a sinner, man. And you have not repented. And you probably heard this word and turned away from it. And the scriptures say, he that turneth his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination, man. Let's get the history, man. Because it's been going on since the time, but you know, it's been getting worse. You got Jake all into that Greek culture shit, man. Want to be thetas and alphas and gammas and new whatever, all that shit, man. Kappas, Qs. They want to be. They do it for clout, man. Jake go to college and join these Greek fraternities, man, and sororities for clout. That's it, man. Don't know what they getting themselves into. They don't know nothing about the true culture. They claim Greek so bad, but won't claim Hebrew. Won't claim being a Hebrew, but they'll claim being a Greek. Jake is fucking idiots, man. But they have not received the truth. They were blinded. So, you know, everything is in order. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Wisdom of Solomon. I'll start in the 14th chapter. I'll start at 8. It says, but that which is, no, start at, for blessed is the wood whereby righteousness cometh, but that which is made with hands is cursed as well it, as he that made it, he because he made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High. Yeah, man, you making these idols, man, that's hateful unto the Most High, man. You making an idol of wood and calling it God, man. Because it's corruptible, man. You put a piece of a match to the wood, it's gonna burn the fuck up, man. It's corruptible, man. Chop it all up, withers away, deteriorates, man. It's corruptible. And you calling it God, man? You calling it power? You calling it the creator? What kind of shit is that, man? You made it with your hands. How was it God? How was an idol you created God, but you created it? Doesn't make any sense. It says, for that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Exactly. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because the creature of the Most High, they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, and snare to the feet of the unwise. Exactly. So these idols were created to be a stumbling block to the unwise, man. Because only an unwise person will fall into these different doctrines, philosophies. You're just getting into something that you don't know anything about because it sound good. Oh, I'm going to get into Christianity because it sound good. I like peace and positivity, so I'm going to join Christianity. Oh, I like the positive energy of Buddhism, so I'm going to become a Buddhist. Oh, I like the culture and teachings and ways of the Islam, so I'm going to become a Muslim. You unwise. You don't know anything. You have no knowledge. You were blinded. Therefore, these idols and these religions and stuff were made as a snare unto you because you're unwise, man. And is an abomination to the Lord. Verse 12, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither they were from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore they shall come shortly to an end. Exactly. These idols and these false gods that men created with their vain glory, with their own personal interpretation and emotional feelings. Like, I need a god. You know what? I got a vision that a dragon is going to be my god. A powerful dragon was the mother that created us, and we were all formed in the creation of these dragons. And next thing you know, they weren't from the beginning. Neither will they be in the end. It's just in the time that you created that shit, man. And you and them idols are going to perish together, man. They're surely going to come to an end, man. And I'm going to go over to chapter 15, Wisdom of Solomon, and read verse 15. For they, it says, for they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods. Neither, exactly, it counted all the heathens, the gods of the heathens. No, you can't. All the idols of the heathens to be gods. Oh wow, that's a god right there. Oh, that's a god. Poseidon. Oh, Zeus. Oh, Hades. Oh, all them Greek gods. You know all them Greek gods in mythology, man. It says, neither have they the eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle, and as for their feet, they are slow to go. Meaning they really don't move at all. They only move when they're moved by their maker or whoever's holding the idol, man. Christians always got crosses around their neck. That's a memorial of death. Why are you walking around with a memorial of death around? If your son got killed by a gun, would you walk around with a gun on your chest? No. Simple, man. It's simple. It's simple. It's simple. One plus one, man. It's simple. 1, 2, 3, man. It's really that simple, man. Let me see. Let me get this. Because Jake is always falling into these traps because they have no knowledge, man, of anything. Isaiah 1:3, the ox knoweth his owner and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. Yeah, man, the ass, one of the dumbest animals in the world, man, even knows who his owner is, know who's his master's crib. Israel, y'all don't know who y'all are, man. Y'all call yourself black, y'all call yourself Christians, y'all call yourself Muslims, y'all call yourselves Buddhists, all these different things, man. Y'all think a fucking religion is a nationality. No, nationality is your race, it's your ethnicity, whatever your seed line goes back to. That's what your nationality is. Not what country you live in, or the country you were born in, what country you were raised in. No, it's your seed line, your nationality, your ethnicity. That's your race. That's what your nationality is, not your religious beliefs, man. Because what are you going to do in the times when the Lord come back? What are you going to do? You gonna call on Buddha? You gonna call on Allah? They're not gonna hear you. What are you gonna do when the Lord come back? When the true power come back, man? Who you gonna call on? Because it's gonna come back in a force where you're not gonna expect it, and you're gonna be calling on Jesus. You're gonna be calling on Allah. You'll be calling on all these false gods, man. And ain't gonna hear you, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 2. I'll start at 27. Saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone thou hast brought me forth. For they turned their backs unto me, and not their face. And in the time of their trouble will they say, arise and save us. Yeah, in the time of your trouble, you're going to call on these false gods and ask them to save you, man. But they ain't going to hear you. Why? Because they have no ears to hear, no eyes to see, no nose to breathe, no mouth to eat, nothing. No feet but don't walk, arms and hands that don't grab or handle, man. Verse 28, but where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble, for according to the number of the cities of thy gods, O Judah. Yeah, like, as many cities as there is, that's how many gods you got, man. When there's only one true power, man. What it says, Yahweh. Hey, what the scripture, what does it say in Deuteronomy? It says, Shema Yasha Allah Yahweh Allah Hayinawi Yahweh Achad, which means, hear Israel, Yahweh, our God, Yahweh is one, man. Yahweh is one, man. He's one. There's only one true God, one true power, man. And let me get this last one, and let me get because these idols coming to an end, like I just read in Wisdom of Solomon, and it's another one to back it up. Because all you niggas gonna put them idols away. Because when the Lord really come back, He gonna show you who He is, man. He gonna show you who He is. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just get this. This is, going into it. This is Ezekiel 37. Where am I start at? Yeah, going into the new covenant. It says, verse 22, I will make them one nation in the land upon mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them, and they shall be no more two nations. Right, because the nation of Israel and the kingdom of Israel, kingdom of Judah, the northern and the southern tribes going to come together, and we all going to be one people again, man. There ain't going to be no discrimination between brothers anymore, man. Before against tribes. It says they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. Right, because we're going to dwell together, man, in harmony. Neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, nor their detestable things. Right, because you know Ephraim was big in going into them idols, man. Ephraim was heavy and joined into idols, man, as the scripture said. And you can see even today, you know, you got these Puerto Ricans primarily, man, they heavy, man, so-called Puerto Ricans, they heavy into that Catholicism, man. Jesus, you know, they love Jesus, Jesus, man. They got the paintings all in their houses, everywhere, crazy, man. I see it all the time in movies. They'll get down in the closet, bend, bow down, have the cross, kiss on the cross, and do all this with the picture of Jesus right there. It's idol worship in its truest form, man. You bowing down to an image, man. Kissing on a wood, man, piece of wood. It says, nor their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of their dwelling places wherein they sin, and will cleanse them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their God. Exactly. So the Lord's doing that now. He's waking up the elect, man. You got brothers that was into all of that different shit, all the idol worship, and they came into the knowledge of the truth. They repented and they served the true power of Yahweh, man, through his son Yahweh Shai, man, through the grace and the mercy of his son Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai's blood was shed. He came and gave us that chance to come back into the family, man, come back into the marriage, man. Hey, man, call Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord willing, this video was edifying to you brothers. Till next time, shalom.